A mother-daughter duo are now best-selling authors. Their book, Secret Stitches, takes a deep dive into the role quilts played in the Underground Railroad. WFXR's Hazel Marie Anderson shares how one family in Southside is sewing history one stitch at a time.
Meet Edith Edmunds, 100 years young and still sewing the way her mother taught her and her twin sister 93 years ago.
She would give us a page from a catalog and showed us how to put those strings on that page from the catalog until we fill that page up.
Decades later, this Halifax native still thinks of the simpler time with her mother, father, and 12 brothers and sisters.
It was a good life for us. We thought other people were worse off than we were, but we never was without anything.
Even with humble beginnings, Edith's mother knew it was important to have survival skills.
I'm happy that she taught me to sew. She knew one day we would be out on our own, I guess.
And since the age of 7, she hasn't stopped.
Every day I'm sewing something. Sewing most of the time now, lately, since I've gotten older, I'm working on a quilt.
Every stitch has a story passed down from generation to generation.
I learned to sew the same way that she learned to sew from the same person.
While the fundamentals of sewing and quilt making continue in her home, it was during the pandemic her passion grew into exploring the Underground Railroad and the lore behind quilt codes.
African Americans have a strong oral tradition, and so the oral tradition is what brought the meaning of the codes to us. So the use of symbols to convey messages is not unusual.
They would put a stitch in there and tie a knot, a string, and they put so many knots in that string. That was an indication for the enslaved to know what that code meant, for them to keep moving.
And together, Amy and Edith kept moving forward to learn more about quilt codes, to the point where Edith wanted to teach others about what she learned. Years later, through her book, Secret Stitches, educational toys, and oral presentations, Edith isn't stopping.
But I never thought that I would have a book, I would have a doll like me. Any of that. I never thought that I would ever be able to participate in a program of the Underground Railroad and get up and talk about it.
Edith is still going strong at a century old, and when asked about her secret to a happy life...
What was my secret?
Yes, ma'am.
I try to treat people like I want to be treated.
In Halifax County, Hazel Marie Anderson, WFXR News.
And if you know women like Edith or Amy who are making an impact, send their name our way. We're shining a light on the women who keep our community strong. You can nominate a remarkable woman by scanning the QR code right there on your screen or visiting WFXRTV.com.